34 years and a distinguished Toastmaster for the last 30 years. I could say he's one of the most regular speakers in the club. I would be if I didn't live abroad for half a year. The title of his speech is The Triad Structure with Tips. This speech tonight is about persuasive influence. The objectives of the speech are to deliver a speech on any topic. His speech is being evaluated by Don McEntee. The time for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. With the speech entitled The Triad Structure, please welcome Kevin Kinahan.
Before the clock starts, Mr. Toastmaster, I'd like to give out the notes.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and guests, you're all very welcome. The purpose of this speech is to give you a structure, because a non-structured speech is the antithesis to this. And at the end, I'll prove my point about the winning of the World Championship. Taking the first page, the menu for a successful presentation is the triad structure. You have an introduction, a body, and a close. I've based this on 3 minutes. You can double that for 6 minutes, would be optimum for a Toastmaster speech. Introduction, tell them what you're going to tell them. The tools, the rules, and the clues. The body, tell them. Introduce the tools, the rules, the clues, and the close, tell them what you've told them, and then generate the title. I'll read through this as I go. The menu for a successful presentation. I'm going to discuss the 3 main areas you need to perfect in order to give a successful presentation. They are the tools, the rules, and the clues. The tools: posture, position, gesture, and voice. Posture. You must be seen before you speak. You must be firm but flexible, straight and relaxed. You stand well, you look well. If you look well, you feel confident. And if you feel confident, you perform well. Position. Not too near and not too far. Gesture. Look at the moon. Let the gesture precede the word. A good gesture illustrates, emphasis what is said, strengthening and clarifying. A voice. A pleasing sound to all. A warm, friendly tone. Loud enough to be heard. With variety in pitch, pace, pause, and power. Thus, the tools are posture, position, gesture, and voice. The rules for using the tools are congruence, consistency, timing, and visibility. Congruence, synchronized movement with content. It must be suitable for the way in what you say. Consistency, the same thing, the same way, the same intensity. Timing, the essence of effect. Visibility, to be seen by everybody in the audience. Thus the rules are congruence, consistency, timing, and visibility. The clues to enhance the rules are preparation, practice, enthusiasm, and economy. Preparation spawns spontaneity. The best way to do research is in advance. Practice makes perfect, but it also makes permanent. Get feedback on your performance. Enthusiasm. Product knowledge is important, but for success, enthusiasm is essential. Be animated, put life into your presentation. Economy. Only that supports the purpose of your message. Thus the clues are preparation, practice, enthusiasm, and economy. I've just given you the recipe for a successful presentation. The ingredients are the tools, the mixing strength, the rules, add a few spices, the clues. Sow the habit, reap the reward, and you'll serve up a wonderful performance. Now, I might suggest, even for the guests who are here tonight, If they went into Toastmasters International, they'd arrive on a page called Pathways. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will get links or icons for Facebook, TikTok, Link, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter now X. If you click on YouTube, even for some of our members, you will get first, second, and third place in this year's World Championship. Let's look at the winner, Jocelyn Tyson. Her main speech was the Iron Lady. She had three things: to swim, to bike, and to run. She has also couplets: the inner go-getter, repetition, water, water, water. I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that. The antithesis, this one yes, that one no. The title, repeated every 2 minutes. Have you been there? Great. Now the gestures came in the backstroke, where she spent about 4 months doing her swimming, and that's where a story based around. Maybe a minute on the bike, 30 seconds on the run. She summed up, giving us a message of what we're to take away from the effort she put into that. And she got first place. Second place was Nisha Sivaram, titled Swipe. Her triad was at the airport, on the plane, and in Nashville. 2 minutes on one, a minute on the other, and then 5 minutes really explaining the swipe card. It was all about swipe your heart. And summed up, repeated. Her title was Swipe, and she used that many times throughout. Third place was Mariam Jani. Her title, You Have No Idea. Her structure in the triad was, when I was 3, a story. When I was 16, a story. And when I was 21, a story. Then she went on to explain how she grew up with her father, and note the phrase, have you any idea how much I love you? The father died, of course. Very sentimental somewhat, and ending on her title again, have you any idea? So, I'm saying that the evaluators or the judges of the speech do focus on a triad, and I suggest there's one for you. A triad. Try make it an antithesis of an unstructured speech.